Many people don't think they can live off a very low income. Knowing how to live on a low income isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Contrary to popular belief, you don't have to have a high income or rich parents to live comfortably on a very low income. By being strategic with your money, you'll be shocked at how little income you actually need to get by. Even someone earning a very small income can find that they have plenty of money and time while building extraordinary wealth. These ideas can benefit you whether you're young and aren't financially established yet, or you're older and wondering how you're ever going to be able to retire. Pay special attention to number 1, which could potentially eliminate your single largest expense, making building wealth inevitable. It will have you shocked at how much money you have left at the end of each month. Number 6, analyze your spending. If you find yourself broke at the end of the month, but you don't even know where your money went, this step is crucial. Knowing where your money is going isn't just for poor people, even rich people need to know what they're spending money on. Start by knowing your monthly take-home pay. If your income is variable, use your best estimated average. Next, make a list of your fixed monthly expenses. These include costs like your housing, car payment, insurance, and any other bills that are the same every month. Lastly, make a list of your variable expenses. These are things like going out to eat, shopping, and so on. Once you have a list of your income and expenses, you'll be able to see exactly where your money is going and potential areas to cut out unnecessary spending. Number 5, avoid debt. This goes without saying, but can't be emphasized enough when you're trying to minimize your living expenses. Almost everyone knows that debt is not a good thing and it's best to avoid it. The problem is that debt has a way of sneaking up on people. This happens when you take out one loan after another because you adjust to the added financial burden. The payments also make it more difficult to save for future expenses. For example, when you're in debt, it becomes harder to save for a newer car. Now, instead of being able to pay cash for the car, you need a loan. If the car breaks down, you have no money to repair it because payments eat up all of your income. It becomes necessary to borrow money for that too. When you take out one loan, it probably isn't too noticeable. The danger is requiring more loans and the payments become larger and larger until you find yourself painted in a financial corner. Number 4, don't buy things you don't need. It sounds ridiculous to spend money on things that you don't really need or want or won't even be used, yet this is a very common behavior. You've likely purchased a piece of clothing that caught your eye in the store or online that sits in your closet collecting dust. Perhaps you spent $150 on an appliance for your kitchen that you thought you'd use routinely, you used it twice and now it's taking up cabinet space. That $150 item you used twice cost you a total of $75 per use. Was it really worth the $150 you spent on it, and could you have predicted that it wouldn't be used frequently? Wasting money on things that we don't need or won't be used is extremely common and costs a ton of money that could be put to good use. Think carefully before spending money on unnecessary items. Implement a 24-hour rule so you don't make any impulse purchases without waiting at least a day to think about it. When you become used to this practice, you'll be surprised at how few purchases you actually make. This is great for your wallet, and it will keep the clutter out of your home. Number 3, lower your transportation costs. Transportation is the second largest expense of the average household, and it's easy to see why. Cars aren't cheap and neither are the costs associated with using them. Gas, insurance, and maintenance add up very quickly, sometimes totaling more than a car payment itself. According to Credit Karma, the average new car payment for Americans is $568 per month. That might be doable with a decent income, but if you're not making great money, spending anywhere near this can be a huge problem that can keep you from ever getting ahead. Not having a car at all is sometimes the cheapest option. This doesn't mean hiring a service to bring you where you need to go, but instead consists of walking and biking to nearby places or taking advantage of public transportation. Owning a reliable used car is the best option for most people who need a vehicle. This minimizes insurance and depreciation, and with routine maintenance, you will be surprised at how long the car will last. Cut down on how far and often you're driving too. Combining trips and not driving across town because you're bored is an easy way to reduce all transportation-related costs. Number 2, cook. It's nice to be able to choose food from a different restaurant every day and enjoy a variety of cuisine. Grabbing lunch out is easy and more exciting than cooking for yourself, but the impact on your wallet is significant. If you make enough money, $10 or $20 per day on eating out isn't going to break you, but if you need to lower your expenses, preparing food yourself is the best option. When you cook your own meals, you can eat for a fraction of the cost of eating out, and the food is usually healthier too. As you learn to cook, you're going to find that your skills are improving and the food you make tastes better than the food you can buy at a restaurant. By purchasing items that are on sale, planning out your meals, and buying only things that you need, you'll see your grocery costs plummet. You might even find cooking to be an enjoyable hobby. Number 1, enjoy inexpensive activities. Not all fun activities involve spending a bunch of money. Without thinking about how much it costs, a day out with your friends could be very expensive. Let's say you grab lunch out, have a beverage or two, go shopping, and then grab a coffee. That day that was intended to be spent enjoying each other's company easily turned into a $100 expense for each person that could have been avoided entirely. There are many activities that are very inexpensive or free, such as going to the park or going for a hike. Instead of meeting your friends out for dinner and drinks, consider having them over for a potluck-style meal where everyone brings something. Instead of bringing the family on a vacation that will require thousands of dollars for a hotel, consider camping for a fraction of the cost. Taking advantage of free activities is a great way to save money, and you might actually find that you enjoy these types of outings even more due to their simplicity. The long-term goal shouldn't be to stop spending money on anything fun and save as much money as possible. An excellent relationship with money involves a balance of saving and spending. However, by using these ideas, you can significantly reduce the amount of money you need. By following these steps, you'll be shocked at how little money you need to live comfortably, and you'll be well on your way to financial freedom.